What's going on, everybody? Appreciate you tuning in. It is a tough day for Cardinals fans. A season that really had so much expectations, so much promise and hope, and just lot of people looking forward to kind of what could be this year. They put their chips in the middle of the table. They said, this was the year, not only playoffs, but a lot of people thought win a playoff game, second round, kind of see what happens with this team. Instead, they are officially eliminated from the playoffs today, ahead of the Jets. The Jets still mathematically have a chance of making the playoffs. The Cardinals officially do not, as they lose another one today. A close game, but they fall 20-17, and they fall to 3-9 now on the year, as they are just unable to find a way to make a couple plays down the stretch against Tampa. I got to figure out what the record is for most one possession losses in a season by a team, because it feels like we're just rinse and repeat with this team right now. It feels like every single game, just about, they're right there in it, and then they find a way to kind of give it up at the end. The Seattle game, the San Francisco game kind of got away from them. Other than that, in this stretch, I can't think of another game that was a two-possession game. And they had the ball down 3 in this one, 3 and out, weren't able to do anything with it, so tough. So now the question is, what is the fallout from all of this going to be? Because there is going to be a fallout. We're not going to see it, I don't think, until after the season is done. But we are going to eventually be seeing something happening here. The question is, how many dominoes fall? Do we see Monty lose his job, the general manager? Is he going to still be here or not? That'll be interesting. Gannon, is he going to still be here or not? Is he the guy that they believe in at this point? And obviously the big one is Kyler Murray. He still has another year left on his contract, has a lot of money on that. That's a lot of dead money if they decide to try and cut him this offseason and move on. Who's out there that you'd want to replace him with? Brissett's been serviceable, but they haven't been winning games, and it's not like he's been taking over. There's also the running problem of the fact that all the guys that are supposed to be coming out of college, none of them have been that crazy that they've really been kind of winning you over. So what do you do from here? How many guys are going to lose their job from this debacle of a season? The other really interesting thing is, if you haven't been looking at the calendar, today marks 4 weeks, 4 games that Kyler Murray has been on the IR, which means next week he is eligible to come back. Surely they don't bring him back at this point, right? You are officially eliminated from playoffs. There is no reason to bring back a guy that is owed that much money, because if he gets hurt, his potential trade value is absolutely tanked. Gone. Even if he plays well and he wins games, you're just going to lose your position in the draft order, which is also probably just as bad. Right now, you want to lose as many games as possible. They are now all the way up to the 7th seed, or the 7th pick in the draft if it were to happen today. Not bad. They're only 1 game out from the 2nd overall pick if things continue kind of the way that they need to right now. I don't know if they're going to catch Tennessee. They're pretty awful right now. Surely they don't bring him back, right? He was practicing. He has all that stuff going on. It looked like this was a make or break year for Arizona, and it's a break. It's time to break this entire thing up and time to hit the reboot through and through. How many guys on this team do you bring back? There are some young guys that have shown some sparks. Obviously, Trey's incredible. Nolan's had some good moments for him. They got some young pieces that you can be excited about. What can you get for Kyler? Surely there is a team out there that will be thinking that they're close and they just need a quarterback and that they are willing to trade for Kyler, and you can get something for him. have another season of being a little bit underwhelming, no expectations, go in next year, win 6 games, and then go find your franchise quarterback in the draft after that. Feels like the best route for this team to go. Acquire draft picks, have another year that's kind of disappointing, and then go after it. Because right now, ain't nobody there. I don't know what guy you're looking at that might be on the free agent that has you excited. And the quarterback of the future is not on this roster. It's just a tough day for Arizona. They really had hopes and dreams for this season. And this was supposed to be a season that played into January. Instead, we didn't make it to December, and the season's officially done. With a lot of roster that has talent and a lot of expectations, jobs got to be cut. I mean, people have to lose their jobs off of what happened with this season. It was a debacle. A lot of close games. It could easily be in a very different situation, but you are what your record says you are at the end of the day. And it says this is not a very good team, a team that doesn't know how to win close games. Is that the players? Is that the leadership? Is that the coaches? Probably all the above. Sums up to a 3-9 record, and someone's got to be held accountable. And I think it's a lot of someone's, not just one. It's a tough year. Time to start looking at some draft boards. And the biggest thing now is to monitor Kyler Murray. I can't imagine they bring him back. The only way that I could see it happening is if Gannon says, my only way to save my job is if I win some games and show some promise, and be like, if Kyler played the entire year, we'd be in a different position, but he was hurt. What do you want from me? So he brings back Kyler in hopes that Arizona wins some games down the stretch, and that's what he can point to say, it would have been different. Let's run it back with everyone again. If we have a healthy Kyler Murray for the entire year, we are a completely different team. That would be awful for this franchise. Don't win games to try and save your job at this point. You need to lose games for the betterment of this entire franchise. It's going to cost him his job. I don't think he should have a job either way. If they do keep him, they need to force him to make changes on his coaching staff. Everyone, for as long as I can remember, has just talked about how awful the coaching staff is, starting with the offensive coordinator. But we're going to have to wait and see. Do they bring back Kyler? Man, I hope not. I hope not. Tough season. Just pack it in. Continue to put out Brissett where it's at least showing some heart and it's entertaining. Don't win in these games. Try and get the best draft picks you can. And then keep Kyler healthy so that either he is healthy going into next year if you want him to be your guy, or he is healthy and that is a better trading bargaining chip. Because you ain't getting much for him if he's hurt. And you ain't getting a ton for him with the way that he played this year. You can get something, but if he gets hurt, you ain't getting much. It's a tough day for Cardinals fans. There's not much light at the end of the tunnel. I don't know what to tell you. It was a very, very, very disappointing year.